oh, and I got to tour TMI Gifts. So it is amazing. If you are anywhere near this place, like we got to tour the warehouse, and the people here work so hard. It's like every day there was new product coming out, new things. So right now my buggy, it's a cart or a carriage, but they call it a buggy. My buggy is full of so many beautiful things, so I'm super excited. But before I get to my kit, I wanted to show you guys 2 kits that are going to be coming out. Okay, and the first one is going to be a swag. And I don't know, Tiffany, if you were messing with me, because saying Holiday Splendor Cypress Swag is not easy. So when
I really threw you for a loop with that one, didn't I?
When I had to do this, I had to redo it a few times. So this is the Holiday Splendor Cypress Swag Kit. But, you know, I like to do a lot of things that are kind of over the top. But for this, I wanted to do something that was more classic Christmas and more simplified. So this could be great for beginners, or could just be great for someone who wants something, you know, just kind of simple. So the main part of this kit is this Real Touch Cypress Swag. Okay, so it's nice and soft. The pine cones are, I don't know if they're real, they look and they feel real. You know, you've got your hook built right in, and just like with anything else, you give her a little fluff, and she is ready to go. And then we're going to be using these berry picks. So, you know, during winter, we have like less options than normal. Obviously, we have pine, but things like juniper and magnolia leaves and bay leaves and all those things are like a great twist to just kind of create that visual like interest. I always like to have a minimum of 3 greens, and I know sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge to find 3 different greens in the winter. So we're going to be using 3 of these picks. Okay, and I'm not sure if these are magnolia leaves or bay leaves.
I don't know.
We're going to guess.
I'm not sure. That's a great question.
We're going to just guess. It's not in the names. I tried looking. So we're going to say just foliage. Okay, so we're going to have 3 of these, and I am like very particular about my berries. So these have a nice hard coating. So for me, I like to apply UV spray to my wreaths if they're going to be outside. And not all berries can take it. Like if they don't have that heavy duty coating, sometimes it actually just eats away at them, and it's kind of creating more harm than good. So, but these have like really thick coating. And then we're just gonna go in with 2 classic ribbons. Okay, so this is a David Christopher, and this is sold out. I know there's been people trying to get this, but it's in a couple kits. They're all tied up in kits. Not just mine. Is one Lindsay's?
One is Lindsay's, yes.
Lindsay and I have a problem. Like we pick the same things. We're not together when we're doing it, but we have very similar tastes. And what she just made was amazing. Like I would never have gone in that direction. It was absolutely amazing. So not only is she a delight, but she's just incredibly talented. So yes, so we're gonna be going in with this classic red and green plaid, and you can see how structured it is. I mean, it's holding itself up. So during the winter months, you know, like I'm in New England, and I don't bring my wreaths in if there's like a snowstorm. Even if there's a blizzard, I just don't have like the energy for it. So using a ribbon like this, it's gonna be totally fine in those conditions. Okay, and then we're also gonna just add a 7/8 of an inch metallic, just to give it a little pizzazz. So again, this is a very simple kit. I don't know what the price point is on it.
I can tell you if you would like to know.
I would love to know. So,
Oh my gosh, Cara, it is only $95.
is that before the discount?
That is before the discount.
Oh my God, okay. So this is $95 before the discount, and I'm not good at math, but obviously it's a little less than $75. So you could make your own swag, and again, if you're like new and you're learning the trade, or you want to give somebody like a handmade gift, this is perfect. It's going to be under $75, free shipping. So even though our promo codes work for anything you buy today, you want to order your kit separately because it is free shipping. So if you include it with other items, then I think that all gets mixed up and the kit isn't shipped for free. So yes, I mean, this alone, you know, David Christopher just makes the most beautiful products. So that is my plug on that. So that is one of our other winter kits. Thank you. And then I was gonna say there's one thing I love about TMI Gifts, but honestly, there's a lot of things I love. when you're dealing with family-owned businesses versus like an Amazon, when you ask for something, they're listening and they want to help. Like they're very supportive of the community that we have, like the creative community. When we do lives, you see Tiffany on there, you see Macy might hop on there or Morgan. Like it's a family business and they are very invested, not only in the work that they do, but the work that we do. So I had put in a request prior, but I would really love some containers. And can I just tell you, Lori delivered. Okay, so there are all sorts of containers. There's gold, there's brass, there's white. But for this one, we're gonna be going with this antique silver. Okay, so this is gonna be the base. And I haven't seen anything like this. So, you know, it's not like you can go to a local craft store and find, you know, something with really high quality like this. Like this is a beautiful piece. So this arrangement is going to be based around these blue roses, okay? And they are very lifelike. They even kind of have that like extra petal that on a real rose you might like pluck off. And they have that vintage kind of edge to them. And whenever you're working with bushes like this, they take out a lot of the guesswork. So say you are newer to wreath making or floral design, sometimes it gets confusing, like what greenery goes with what. So for this, is blue flowers, but it's also blue-based greenery. So another example of blue-based greenery would be like our lamb's ear. Okay, so this is going to come with, I think, 3 or 4 pieces of lamb's ear.
It should say it on that paper, Cara. Does it say a 3 or a 4 out there beside it?
It says 4,
Okay. Awesome.
but I see 3.
Okay. I'll double check that.
So yes, so we have the greenery all paired up. Then we're going to be using this filler bush, which we've used before for other kits, and this a little goes a long way. So this has not only, it kind of has enough foliage on it that it works like greenery, but it also has some like little seeds, and it's just a great filler. Then we're gonna add in, just to give it a little pop, you know, we like a little contrast, so we're gonna use these chartreuse green, what are they? Snowball hydrangea. Okay, so again, like these roses have a little tinge of green on them, so that's gonna pair really well. I'm so humble when I talk about my own work. And then this is the last part of the kit, which are these berries. So these berries are super heavy duty. And just looking like everything is playing off of each other. So this is going to be an arrangement that, you know, you can build it as high or low as you want or as wide. So whether or not you want something that's going to go on your kitchen table and you don't have to move it when guests are there, or it's something that's going to go maybe on a mantle or a foyer and you want it to have more of like, you know, more of a show-stopping effect, you can build it up bigger. So that is this kit, and this is $100. So with the discount, oh my God, again, this would be $75, right?
I can't do it now.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
so
that's
yeah,
right.
so if you ordered this today, I know this, I know this sounds like a car salesman thing, but you do want to take advantage of 25% off because after midnight Central Time, that sale goes away, and we're back to 20%, which ain't too shabby. But you could have this for this whole kit for $75 as opposed to $80 with free shipping as long as you order it separate. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you like these designs. It was really hard to try and narrow things down when you're shopping in the warehouse here. You just are overwhelmed with creative like directions that you could go in, but these are just 2 of the kits that are available, and there's a few more on the way.
Everyone's loving it.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
awesome. I'm super excited about that baby. Oh, so. All right, let me just take a sip of my mason jar. All right, so on to tonight's project. And it is funny because I did see that Lindsay's using this in one of her kits. Shocking. Okay, so this is a type of swag that it can be used multiple ways. Last year there was a shortage of teardrop swags, and so they started selling these instead. So you could, you know, add a, actually there actually is a little loop here, But you know, you could use it as a swag this way and just shape it, you know, more like a teardrop, or just when you put the embellishments on, you wouldn't necessarily know. But for the purpose of this, we are going to be using it as a table centerpiece. It could also go on a mantle. You know, when you're dealing with things that are malleable like this, you have a lot of different options. So in my mind, I was kind of thinking like dining room table for Christmas or New Year's. All right, so I'm just gonna fluff it up first. Okay, you always wanna fluff everything up because you're gonna just take a flat piece and make the most out of it. You get the most of your materials. And I don't know how to shut this necklace. I haven't been this off long enough. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm gonna fluff her up and start pulling out our supplies. So this is going to be something that would be perfect for Christmas. It would also transition to New Year's, or if you're just super bougie and you just want to have it in your home year round, you could do that. Bougie people do what they want, so you could go for it.
Cora, I'm amazed at the product that you have in here and at this price point.
How much is it?
It is $123, and that's before the 25% off.
So it's 123 before the 25%. So if you're interested in any of these kits or any of the other design, oh no, if you're interested in any of my kits, you would use the promo code CARA20. Even though it says 20, it's good for 25. But also if you see someone else's kit, like you see Lindsay or Kayla or Misty's kits, you want to use their code and give them the credit because they're the ones that took the time to curate that box.
Could this be used as a mailbox swag?
Absolutely. It's completely malleable. And this is what I love about permanent botanicals. You know, you can really like beat them up and they're gonna be fine. So like you can see right away, this can be curved as much as you want. And then maybe you wanna repurpose it. So you straighten out the spine of it again. And we're back to putting it on a table. If you wanted to do it on a mantle, you could take it and you could bend it this way and decorate it so it makes a corner. So there's a lot of things you could do with a swag like this.
Angela wanted to let you know that she purchased this and she cannot wait to make it.
Ooh, Angela, I'm super excited and I hope you share some photos. I want to see. Because I love how even when we all have the same materials, things always, you know, they're always a little different because, you know, when we're designing, we are the secret sauce, so nothing's ever going to be exactly the same. And that's a good thing. All right, so to start, I am going to prep these two ornaments. All right, and I haven't tried this, so of course I'm going to try it live. I'm going to try and get these on some stems because I want them to stick up as opposed to just kind of like resting there. So my thought was that I'm going to take some thick stems. All right, so I'm taking the thick stem off of one of these, I don't know if it's a fern, what is that? But one of these golden leaf sprays. Okay, so I'm gonna clip them off of both. And, okay, our glue gun is on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna pour a ton of glue in right now because I don't wanna melt this. So this is kind of like those jewels that everyone loves. It's considered an octagon ornament, but it is beautiful. And they have it in several different colors. They have it in gold. So very nice. Because sometimes the ones from some of the local craft stores, they show like scratching and things like that. These are opaque, so you don't have to worry about that issue. All right, so I'm gonna let this cool a little because again, I don't want to put too much heat on it at once. Okay, and I just took the tops right off.
Carol says the needles on that swag look so lush and thick.
Is it Carol? No.
Can you see them over there?
I can if I look.
Oh, okay. Cara, if you don't, if I'm bothering you, let me
No,
know.
no, because I can't read them. But Amber from Green Eye Design says, "Don't hear the background sound."
Good.
Oh, okay.
Hey, do you want to put your phone in this?
Oh no,
It's like a little, just so. It'll just hold it. I like to see myself too, so
Well, that sounds really conceited.
Well, you know, make sure you're in frame and stuff like that.
Like during our live sales, I have to do it. I like to see myself.
Just kidding. Okay. Let me just get this set up. Okay. And Amber from Green Eye Dragonfly Design, she knows I botch every name, so she is amazing. She's like the best hype woman. And just thinking about the weekend that we've had, you know, we got to hang out with other designers. So we got to obviously hang out with Lori, who has like, she's like a mama bear. She has taken amazing care of us. As Tracy has as well, the owner. And then being able to spend time with Kayla from Sweet Girl Designs, Lindsay from Tarnation Creations, Misty from Little Luxuries NC. It reminds you of like what a tribe feels like, because it's somebody that you can share, you know, your successes with, and you don't have to feel guilty or feel like you have to downplay it. You don't have to worry about being criticized. You know, you find people who support you, and that can make the biggest difference because you share resources, you share knowledge, and what happens is like everybody wins. So if you are feeling like isolated, because sometimes being a small business owner does feel isolating, you want to put yourself out there. So like whether it's in different Facebook groups, you know, just again, when you comment, it just gives people an opportunity to get to know you. And the more they see your name, the more likely you are to have that connection going. So keep at it and find your tribe. It's probably not going to take very long at all, so I would not be shy about it. And Amber's not shy. So, not at all. And at Wreath Makers Live, Amber wore a shirt that said "Car is my favorite."
Oh, well, she did comment in here that you were her favorite.
So, did you? She is a great hype woman, like perfect example of who you would want in your tribe because she is happy when people win, and she also is doing very, very well. She's very successful herself, and so she's not threatened by other designers, which is why she's so able to willingly celebrate other people's wins.
If you guys could let us know if y'all are having any issues with the, I know somebody did say theirs was cutting in and out, so I'd like to know if anybody else is experiencing that.
All right, so these are kind of curing or drying. I'm just gonna put them off to the side. Okay, and the glue didn't damage it. Again, like just putting in a little at a time, I think is the way to go so that we're not melting the plastic. Okay, but we're gonna start with this golden, it's not a fern, but we're gonna say it's a fern. And I saw this with Lindsay too. So you could take this centerpiece and you could make it really, really long if you wanted to stagger this far out, or you could keep it more compact. So for the purpose of this design, I'm gonna have it go out further than the pine, but not too far. And when I'm working with pine, I typically try to avoid using glue. This is all gonna melt. If we drop glue on it, and it's not that you can't fix it, it's not that you couldn't obviously, you know, trim it off, but there's a couple benefits. One is that yes, it remains unharmed. And then two, if you're like me, every year I like to switch up what my aesthetic's gonna be. So sometimes it's, you know, hot pink and lime green, sometimes it's something more classic. So when you're using zip ties, it gives you the ability to not have to commit to what this piece is always gonna be, because as we already saw, this could be a mailbox swag, it could go on a mantle, it could go on like in your dining room, it could go in a lot of different places. So right now I'm just taking a black zip tie, you know, black, brown, or green, something that's not gonna show, and I'm zip tying it right to kind of the spine. And when I say the spine, it's just this the thickest part of this piece. I feel like this thing's hissing at me, but it's not on. All right, and then I'm gonna repeat. Okay, so I'm just fluffing this up a little bit. You know, you want your materials to you wanna get the most out of your materials, and you want them to work for you, and so you wanna manipulate them to make as much out of them as you can. And so I'm just gonna repeat how far in this goes so that it's symmetrical. And again, I'm going to take a zip tie and I'm going to secure it to the spine. Sounds so surgical, but So technical. All right, and then I'm going to just trim off our zip tie tails. Okay, now we're going to be going in with our focal florals. So I love these. They're kind of like a champagne beige poinsettia. Okay, and just like you gently peel back all of the petals and you make sure that everything is covered. So again, you want to be gentle with this. Some things you don't need to be gentle with, but this you do. Okay, and so you end up with this beautiful floral, and you can kind of bend it if you want it to be more curled at the tips. It's whatever aesthetic you're going for. You could also have it completely flat. I'm going to keep this with a little bit of bend. So we have 3 of these, so I'm going to go ahead and just do that with all 3. So where is everybody watching from? And have you guys been watching for long? Because I'd love to know what demonstrations you saw, because everybody did something so different. So we had Lindsay's arrangement, Kayla did a swag, Misty did a grapevine wreath with a bell, which I love bells at Christmas. So what were some of the things that you enjoyed watching today?
They are loving the flowers. Janet said the flowers are my weakness.
Oh yes, you are my kind of person, Jana.
Crown Wreath Creations won't even know if TMI sells centerpieces, but we sell the vases that y'all can use.
Yes,
And
and
you have a kit like that, right, Carla?
yep, we just did the kit. Okay, find my 3rd poinsettia.
What are we looking for?
My 3rd poinsettia. There should be.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go look. I might have dropped it. Can I see the paper card?
It's not.
It doesn't have.
It doesn't have a paper. Okay, hold on. I'll go find it.
All right, so I'm just gonna start by putting. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have them so that every angle is kind of the best angle, and no matter where somebody's sitting at the table, they're gonna get the best view. So I'm gonna take the first one, and I am going to put it kind of in the back towards the corner. It's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna turn up as soon as they bring me one. All right, so I'm gonna zip tie this.
Okay, someone asked, how do you decide on placement?
How do you decide on placement? I like to have things so that, again, like everybody's kind of looking at the same angle, and I did already have a chance to lay this out, so, you know, it is good sometimes to, before you go ahead and glue or secure something, to just take a few minutes just to lay it out, you know, just casually to make sure that you're happy with it. So for me, I wanted to have one in this corner, this corner, and in the middle. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know where I dropped it, but I'm sorry.
It was just back there where we were playing with our kids.
Oh, okay. All right, so this first one is in our back corner here. So now what I want to do is I want to mirror that. So it's going to go in this corner here, facing forward. I trimmed the stem of this. And I wanted it at about the same height. The other thing that you could do is you can even take these branches and wrap it around to secure. Sometimes I do that, but I also like to make sure that I have as much of the greenery as possible. So for this, I'm not gonna wrap it around, but you definitely can do that. That is another easy way of designing with pine, like especially swags and things like that.
You have people watching from Michigan,
Oh.
Tulsa. I'm not sure where that is.
Oh, Tulsa, I think is amber.
Okay.
It's Oklahoma, and I only know that because of the TV show.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, Illinois, Mississippi.
Tulsa?
She said, "Hello, neighbor Weatherford here. Is that close to you,
What is it?
Weatherford?" Maybe.
I don't know. I'm in New Hampshire. I don't know where it is. That might be more of a me issue though. All right, so right now we have this nice and balanced, okay? So we have our gold leaves, and then we have our poinsettias. We want them around the same height. Now we're gonna put one right in the middle. Okay, so the stem is also, it's just all wired. So I am going to use the wire and I'm gonna wrap it around the spine of it. But then I'm also gonna take another zip tie just to make sure it's nice and snug. So especially if you're somebody who's selling and you're gonna ship it, you wanna make sure that it's gonna arrive the way that it looks if you're, you know, whether you're selling on Etsy or Facebook or, you know, however it is. You don't want a customer to open up the box and feel disappointed because it doesn't look the way it did in a photo. So you wanna make sure everything is really secured. And if you even wanted to, you know, once this is all done, you could take a glue gun and just kind of put a little glue at the base. I just wouldn't go like nuts putting things, dipping them in the glue pot because I just feel like you don't have as much control over the glue.
Ginger loves the color of these poinsettias.
Oh, hello, Miss Ginger. I know Ginger.
She's been in here all day.
Really? Yeah, she is a very, very supportive creator herself. Does beautiful work. Again, another great person to have in your tribe.
Those kits are selling.
Woo. Yes, awesome. All right. So right now we have these, okay, 1, 2, 3, and there's no hard fast rules. I know sometimes people say things have to be in 3s or 5s. It's really whatever you like. For this particular design, 3 is what works because I had other larger like pieces that I wanted to introduce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first ornament, and these are shatterproof and they're opaque. So great for shipping. I never want to ship things that are glass. It's more stress than I need. And also you can take, these are actually on really well, but say you're buying it at, you know, like a Hobby Lobby, their tops do not stay on. So I always add glue. These really don't need it, but I'm just gonna go the extra mile because it is gonna end up getting shipped. So I just wanna be as thorough as possible. Although again, I don't think that these would require it. Okay, now I'm going to take my zip tie and I'm just going to feed it right through the top of the ornament. And I'm going to come right up here to the front. What is sizzling?
It is.
But it's not on.
Is it turned up real high?
I don't think it's on.
Oh.
Maybe it is. I don't. Okay. It's like, what's happening? Possessed. Alright, so I'm going to secure this on with a zip tie, and then I want this up top. Okay, so it's resting and you can really see it, as opposed to if you just left it under here, it's kind of hiding.
Miss Barb Walker said she just bought several of your kits and she loves your kits.
Barbara, that makes me so happy. Thank you so much. And for anybody that does buy a kit, like, please reach out. I would love to see your final design. You don't have to, but oh my gosh, I get so excited seeing people and their work and like how they put their own spin on things. So awesome, Barbara. I hope you enjoy them. And I would love to see a photo. All right, so now I'm going to the other side and I'm mirroring it. So yeah, when I was talking about how I had requested containers, I know there was a call that Tiffany was on and somebody asked for cherry blossoms, and like weeks later there's we here. I do feel like I work here.
You're me.
I managed the ribbon aisle for a while. That was wild. The ribbon aisle yesterday was like, if people stopped to chit chat, I was like, no, you need to keep moving. Like, there's no time for that.
There's no lingering in the ribbon aisle.
Yeah, people are not gonna like just skip a whole section of the ribbon aisle because you want to chat. Like, no, they were like looking around. All right. So now we're gonna go in. Let's see. Okay, so this held. Okay, and we're not wasting supplies. So you could also use a floral stake if you didn't have, you know, a piece like this. And what we're gonna do is, doesn't need to be this long. Trim this. Now I'm gonna come on this side of our poinsettia. So right now our poinsettia in the middle especially, this is our focal point and we're doing a pattern. So whenever we're doing a pattern, it kind of tells you what the next step is. Okay, so when you're looking at this design, you know, we have a gold ornament here and here, and that tells me that we need something here and here. So the more you do similar designs or the same design, you build up muscle memory. And when you build up muscle memory, what happens is you're not overthinking things. Like it's way too often that we overthink things. And when we overthink designing, it's just, one, it's not fun. Two, it usually backfires on us. And three, we just don't accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. So, you know, we design because we love it, we enjoy it. And so in order to kind of maintain that joy, you want to find methods of design that work for you, that you feel good about. So for me, I know like doing crescent wreaths, that is something that like muscle memory, I pretty much always have a sense of what something's gonna look like. Maybe not exactly, but enough that I can just kind of roll through it without, again, like overthinking it or not knowing what materials to buy. So I love working in patterns because again, your design is gonna tell you where you need to go next.
Ginger said, and I see your hair made the trip just fine.
I have to say, thank you, Ginger. And I did, my stylist is one of my good friends, but I did threaten her that if my hair blew, I was going to tag the salon in every photo. So she just gave me everything she could. So all the anti-humidity things, all the hairspray, all the oils. So
Well, we need the tips and tricks, Clara. If your hair's making it down here, we need to know.
I'm shocked because the first day I got here, it was like I knew the warehouse was warm, like they warned me, but it's really, really warm and it's really humid, but there's so many goodies back there that you just kind of suck it up and like you can't leave it either. But we did get lucky the last few days. It's been cooler. Yeah. Definitely been bearable. Because Lori was very concerned because everyone else is somewhat from the south but me. So I hadn't experienced the southern humidity before.
It's real down here.
It is real.
Carol says everything you design is amazing, Clara.
Aw, Carol. Is it Carol Matheson?
Yes it is.
Okay, so little thing about Carol, and Carol, I'm sorry, but you came and now I have to call you out. Carol is an amazing designer. She doesn't sell. She isn't looking to sell. I don't know if she ever will, but her arrangements, when I tell you they're so beautiful, you know, we do a book club on Monday morning and like you see her work in the background and it is stunning. She is a more is more girl. She loves the florals. Like she is my kind of gal. So I value her opinion.
Clara,
Oh, we're gonna have to chat about books.
tonight at dinner we're talking book club. Valerie wants to know, when do you come back home, Cara?
I am going to be home tomorrow night, so I'm actually going to miss book club, which stinks because we do that as a group. And what's nice is, so it's Julie Smacco's group, and she picks like the best books. So I'm going to have to watch the replay because it's always about, it's about mindset, it's about business. It's just a great way to pump yourself up. Before that, I feel like I was more like a Garfield Monday mornings, and instead now I'm more like the Kool-Aid man and just want to like punch walls and get going and like get to work because I'm all like pumped up. So Carol is a big part of that. Valerie is also a great member of that group. Amber as well.
Every Monday.
Every Monday at 9:30.
Wow.
And Carol is brave enough that she will read if Julie is not there. And I'm always relieved because I feel like if Carol didn't do it, I would be the next one asked, and I wouldn't want to say no, but I also wouldn't want to say yes.
Tiffany has a book club.
You do?
It's not empowering though. It's like thriller.
I need to join. I've got to join.
Are you watching all like the murder documentaries? Do you do that stuff? Yeah, you do.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Nicole said we need to start a book club.
Let's do it. All right, so this piece is beautiful. It's got these really heavy crystals on them along with these silver, they're not berries, but they kind of are. So they have, you know, gold and silver, not sequins, but like beads on them. So you could either break this up, or what I'm gonna do is because it's so long, I'm just going to spread it out and trim it.
Laura said that she does the replays of the book club.
Yeah, that's a great option too. And if people want to do the book club, you know, you don't have to be on camera. You know, like, it does make me shower on Monday mornings earlier than maybe I want to. But yeah, you don't have to participate. You don't have to talk. It's a great resource. It's a great way to get to know people. You know, like, I went to Wreath Makers Live, I don't know, like maybe 4 years ago, and I was so shy. I didn't talk to anybody. As soon as things were over, I'd go up to my room, even though I knew people were doing things downstairs. And after going this year, I'm like, wow, what a waste. Like, I missed out on connecting with all these super passionate and creative people. So whenever you're joining groups, it doesn't matter what group it is, to get the most out of it, you need to participate, and you need to kind of, you know, again, like, put yourself out there. Okay, so I did end up cutting off one of the pieces because it's just gonna protrude like too far. Just like this. And again, bend it. You want to manipulate your materials. It'll work for you, not the other way around. So this time I know I'm gonna just cut the middle one off and throw that. Sorry. All right, spread this out. And again, because we're doing a pattern, I know that it's on one side, which means I'm gonna turn this over and put it right here on this side. Yeah, Tiffany, was it you? I asked if there were alligators here.
No.
I asked somebody if there were
What was the
alligators.
answer?
It was no. Are there alligators here?
There's not like speculation.
Well, somebody's a liar. They were like, no.
I mean, they're not just walking around people's yards, but at the local like lake that we all go to,
They're alligators?
there's been some spotted.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, it's either Lori or Lindsay. One of them blatantly lied to me because I asked that question.
Are you like terrified?
I'm terrified of, yeah, a cicada flew by me and I thought it was a bat and I screamed. And then yesterday we were at a gas station and Lindsay saw a dead one on the ground. She's like, oh cool, it's the biggest one I ever saw. And she kicks it up, flipped it over, and I'm like, stop. I'm like, stop, no.
They're
please."
terrifying.
So y'all don't have,
Yes,
y'all
they're
have
like this big.
insects like where you're from?
Yeah, they do, and I overreact there too.
They are worse here though, 'cause I feel like the humidity like makes them like. Ugh.
I mean, I thought it was a bat. I was just like, what was that? And then I think maybe Jessica's in the warehouse. I'm like, I don't know. It was like, zzz, and she's like, oh, it's a cicada. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
no, thank you.
I don't like things that fly either.
They are just raving over that cake.
Yes, gorgeous. And are there more of this?
I was just about to try to find.
So
Because this is something that you definitely want to grab because of the sale. People have been doing a lot of shopping. You know, there were so many people here yesterday. I don't know if you saw, I kind of did a video earlier of like the haul of the things I'm buying, but they have these blue, they're not blueberries, but they're berries that are blue and they're frosted. And I figured I would just wait till, you know, today to shop, and I almost missed them. There's like 4 left, which somebody already asked for this few, so they're probably gone. But like when things are gone, a lot of things when they're gone at this point in the season.
those sold so fast.
They sold really
A
fast.
lot of people are asking about these right now.
Mhm.
There's not many left. If you It was
Okay.
probably what you were just saying.
Yeah.
but-
Okay, so Tiffany she's got the whole inventory thing going on, and she's saying that there are very few in stock. So if you are interested, this is not like the car salesman buy now, but honestly, like when they are gone, they're gone, and certain things you don't see anywhere else. else. So when I was doing my shopping, that was kind of my mindset is if I don't get it here, am I gonna find anything that special? Because if everyone's shopping at the same places, not that their designs won't be different and not that there's a problem with that, but when you find something really unique, it might be that one thing that a customer just like cannot resist. Right, so
Sheila said that she loves that each piece just keeps taking it over the top and just gorgeous.
Sheila, yes, we love over the top. We love being extra here. All right, so I'm breaking this up. I do believe these are only in the kit because I could only put one in. So these are all sold out. And you can't really see from here, but they have like little crystals on them. And they're like, they're not silver, they're not champagne. They're kind of like if silver and champagne had a baby. So these are very unique. Enough that when Lori was like, you could only have one, I'm like, that's enough. I need some of it. Some of it. So I'm just gonna break this down. A lot of the time when you have things that are wrapped in paper, you can just pull them apart, but of course, this isn't exactly paper, so it's not working. But I do wanna just break this down. And never worry about damaging your materials. You know, we are all crafty people, so if something should break or fall apart, like there's a very good chance you're gonna be able to figure out how to get it put back together. All right, so now I'm gonna start in the center. And I'm gonna slide my first one through.
Melissa says your skin is beautiful and absolutely glowing.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I am sweating. But thank you. I
You've gotten
glisten.
that comment several times.
I glisten. I am hot right now.
Well, they're all like raving over your hair and your complexion. She is beautiful.
You guys are too kind. Too kind, or you have bad eyes. I don't know, but I'll just take it. I'll take the compliment.
I need to learn from you.
I know, because I scolded Tiffany, so I can't really wouldn't be good role modeling. But yes, when we're on these calls, especially when there's a marathon like this, if there's something that you're looking for, you know, whether it's for this season, maybe they can help, but for future seasons, they are so good at like scouring anywhere and all the wholesalers to get people what they're looking for. I know we asked for maple leaves this year. We got maple leaves. You know, they're just, again, here to serve a community, and it's a family-owned business, and it just shows. And these guys work so hard. I can't even explain, like, we thought our days were long, and then we find out they were still here for hours later. So they are hustling.
Lisa said she just placed her order.
Thank you, Lisa. Yes, take advantage of that code.
And they are raving over your eyes.
That was obnoxious. Sorry.
You were so cute.
Sorry. I got carried away with that one. All right. So I'm just starting in the middle. So I have one going this way. So now I'm going to repeat. And what did we say this kit cost with the code? Was it?
Oh, okay. Because I was just blown away by this. Let's see. The kit cost, I think it was $123. It's $123. So what's 25%? I don't have.
She
my
already
phone
told me,
in
no,
front of
don't
me.
ask her.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Well, so
I'm not
Yeah,
good
I'm like,
at
I
either
can't do that
card.
now.
it's probably like 30 off-ish.
But it is 30 off.
Well, I'm a
What's
mathematician.
$93?
So $93 for all of this. So again, you could make a swag that's gonna hang on a door. It can be a mailbox swag. It can go on a lantern. It could be in a fancy foyer. It could go in a restaurant if you're somebody who works with local businesses. And you can use this piece however you want. So maybe you don't wanna use the poinsettias in this and you wanna use them for something else. You know, you can use the kit however you want.
Patricia said, such a great day. So many helpful tips from all the designers.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, Lindsay was showing me how to make a bow yesterday, and actually I think she's still on the hook to show me something else tomorrow, but, you know, when it comes to people who are self-taught, we all figure out a way to do things, and a lot of the time it could be different, but different isn't wrong. So I'm glad that you guys are all getting something from each of the designers, because everybody is very different. Everyone's styles were very different. Even though Lindsay and I, we definitely gravitate towards the same items, we do different things with them. Like, I absolutely loved the pedestal arrangement that she made. I never would have thought to go like up with those ornaments. So the quantities of the kits are limited, and again, it was $93 for all of this stuff. And there is a lot, including items that are only available in the kit. And again, if you're watching and you want to be entered into the big giveaway, which is a $300 gift card, make sure you comment. I don't care if you comment turtle, just comment something so that you get entered. Like, I want you to win. I want you to win that prize. Come on, Carol, Valerie, Amber, let's go. You guys might be in the lead, but yeah. It is chosen at random, but still. It would be so fun.
Ginger said, and that amount includes shipping.
Shipping is free, so you just want to make sure that you order a kit separate, because when you, even though your entire order would be 25% off with the promo code CARA20, it messes with the kit being free shipping. So you want to place that part separate. So yes, it is a steal. And how long does it take for you guys to ship? I feel like you're pretty quick.
Yeah, they try to ship it within a day or two after order. You know, if we're on the weekend, I think it takes a couple days.
Yeah, well,
You
it's
know,
not business day, yeah.
Yeah, but they're pretty good about getting that shipping out. Actually, that is what Miss Tracy is working on right now.
Okay. So another thing that's different from the south and the north was Amazon came today, and that was like a big to-do. And I'm like, Amazon pulls in my driveway several times a day some days. Like, you can order dog food and it shows up the same day.
No.
Like, there's like too many. Like, it's too much. But yeah, I was like,
No, ours is like Amazon Prime don't even exist for us anymore.
No?
Actually. No.
I know in like Boston you can order like ice cream off of Amazon and it'll come like the same day.
People like get it same day if they're close to like a hub or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from the dog food, I haven't seen anything that would come the same day for where I live, but they really are. Those trucks are all on the road. They don't shut their doors. They just hop in and out.
That's nice. We're considered a rural area.
Really?
Yeah.
They're considered a rural area. I'm like,
So
well, I mean, New Hampshire's not exactly like a city. So I guess we're kind of in a similar. But yes, so the stores here are called Piggly Wigglies. I haven't been in one yet. I do want to go because I like the name. I kind of want a T-shirt.
Please get one.
do they sell them?
They used to.
They used
I
to.
think they still do.
I don't know if they do or not.
If they don't, they need to
It's gotta
because it's
be-
just a great name.
It's got a big pig face on it.
Does it?
Yes.
Up north, there's this convenience store called Jugtown, which I also think is like funny. Like when you
is
get their
funny.
merch, it's just Jugtown. All right, so right now I'm just going through, and I'm just again spreading out. So right now we have these. I don't know if they're like champagne platinum-y. So we have one here, one here, one here. So that tells me that we need one in this corner. And again, when you're using zip ties, you're not committed to anything. So say you want to repurpose these materials for something else, you could. You don't have to cut the stems. So like Carol, say you knew you wanted to do a different arrangement at a different time, you could just bend the stems and then use it differently in the future.
Is this your first time to Mississippi?
Yes, this is my very first time. And honestly, it's much more scared than I needed to be. I was saying every time Lindsay called me with information, she made it worse.
Nicole said it was a culture shock for me too.
But it wasn't that bad. She was like, no, there's not a lot around. I thought literally it was gonna be like a hotel in like like nothing, like just woods. Like that's what I was expecting. I'm like, oh, the downtown that we're in is so pretty. They have like all those white lights strung across the street. It's super, super pretty.
No, if you were coming to where I live, that's how it would be. There's nothing.
Nothing?
Mm-mm. There's a school.
And how far is that from here?
25 minutes.
Okay.
She went to the Airbnb last night.
Yeah, oh, the Airbnb. Yes, I was out there and there is nothing out there.
Which one?
The one, Claudia never stayed at.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
close to me.
that's close to me, yeah.
Is it? Okay. I was really bummed because there was a dog that she had a collar, so she belonged to somebody, but like nobody was bringing her in, and so she just like always wanted to come in the house, and she was like a puppy. I was like, oh, that was bothering me. Because I actually, 2 of the dogs I adopted are from Alabama. Like what they do is they take the dogs and they shuttle them up in like small groups, like maybe like a group of 10, so that the animals aren't super stressed. And they drive them up to Rhode Island, and then people pick them up there. So even though Steve is one of them. So Steve, Bernie, and Winnie are all from Alabama. Even though he has a very stressed out temperament, it's not because of Rebecca's paws and claws. They did everything they could to make him a happy boy.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
What kind of dogs are they?
So Steve is a Chiweenie, and he's our smallest and he's our meanest. Winnie, who my mom stole, but my mom lives next door, so it's not that big a deal. But I call her a poor man's sheepadoodle because she looks like one, and she doesn't shed. She's got like really soft fur, but you know she's not. So poor man's sheepadoodle. And then Bernadette is like a Parson Terrier, and Parson Terriers, we learned the fun way, they love to bark and they love to dig. So Bernie barks all the time at things, and she also likes to dig. So fun facts about when you don't research what kind of animal you're getting. But we love her anyways.
So is it Chiweenie, a Chihuahua?
It's like a Chihuahua and a,
weenie dog?
yeah, like a wiener dog.
Oh, wow. Okay. I've never seen a Chiweenie.
Oh, I'll show you Steve. And like I have 2 shepherds too, and he'll like bite them. It's like a Napoleon complex thing. Steve has no fear. He should, but he doesn't.
Cara, it's beautiful.
Thank you. I think you're gonna be like, you're really sweaty.
Oh my gosh.
Cara, you're so sweaty.
But we both picked that champagne spray.
Yes. And the base we picked, and I was gonna pick that pedestal thing. I definitely would not have done it justice like you did, but I was eyeing it. I was like, I saw it, and I'm like, this is really pretty. It's making me happy. And then Lori came out with a video saying, guess who? And I'm like, love of God, Lindsay. I know who it is. But she is a phenomenal designer.
Can I say something real quick? I think we're getting confused in the chat. We cannot stack codes, you guys. You can only use one code at a time. So for those of you that have used a code, if y'all want to place another order, y'all can do that. But the codes can't be stacked. And I'm sorry. I think there was some confusion in the chat, and I thought, well, if I tell them, maybe they'll hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, so when we say if there's another designer's, kit, or they inspired you to get a specific roll of ribbon or anything like that, to use their code, but it would have to be a separate transaction. But again, people flew out here. TMI Gifts has put us up. A lot of effort went into this event, so we want to make sure that the right people are credited for it, even if it is Lindsay.
I heard that.
I love her. She is a great designer, and she's the kind of person that will build up others.
Well, several of the other people have rescues too.
Really?
Yes, Nicole and Janet, they both have rescues.
Ooh, what kind of dogs do you guys have?
I have a rescue, but not from like a shelter.
I was about to
anything.
say, I
That's
rescued
okay,
mine
then.
from the local gas station.
That does count.
I had a dog come into my place, or a guy come into my place of work, and he said he was gonna the dog, and I said no, I'll come get her, and I did, and she's still with me.
Who walks in and says they're gonna
I
do that to
know.
your dog?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad he told you so that
Me
you could
too.
stop it.
Miss Kim has one named Frankie, and he's the king of the house.
Any dog with a human name is like just the best.
It's funny.
Oh, there's a nice breeze right now.
Yeah, Ramsey brought home, his name's Jomo, but
Jomo?
he's a lab. So
Labs
he's
are
a-
such sweet dogs.
yeah. And he turned out to be the best dog, but he's chill. He's so chill.
There's someone that has a Chiweenie.
Oh, you have a Chiweenie too?
Yeah.
Is your Chiweenie like has no boundaries?
I don't even know what that
Because
is.
like Steve is always with me. I always say like Steve's favorite place would be like if he could crawl under my skin because he just gives me zero personal space.
I love his name, Steve.
Yeah.
Did it correct.
A sweet pit bull mix.
Oh, pit bulls get a rep, and I tell you, some of them are the biggest babies. They're the sweetest dogs, so can't judge a dog by a breed. Just like I have shepherds, and Bruno might run into you because I swear he needs glasses, but he would, that would be the extent of like what Bruno would do to you, because he does need glasses, I think, if that's a thing.
A Morkie named Lexi.
A Morkie?
A Morkie.
What's a Morkie?
Oh, you
I wonder- is it a
Yorkie?
Maltese
Yeah,
maybe?
I bet
And a
it
Yorkie?
is. 2 Weimaraners and an Aussie.
Oh, Aussies are beautiful.
A Jack Russell Terrier.
Okay, so you know where that, I know where that's coming from with Bernadette, that energy.
A Chiweenie Beagle mix. A
Wow.
Cocker Spaniel mix.
What state was that?
And a Lab Doberman mix.
A lab Doberman.
Amelia, Sherlock, and Logan.
Sherlock.
I would love to see a Doberman lab.
I know, I can't picture, I can't picture what a Doberman.
Your Bruno is gorgeous.
Bruno is gorgeous.
You were right. A Maltese short.
All right. I've never heard Morkie before.
Daisy, our English Mastiff.
Those are huge. They're sweet. Very sweet dogs. All right, so here we have it right now. We do have some ribbons that we're gonna add, but you can see already how full this is. Again, $93, free shipping for all of this, okay? It can be used a million different ways. So, let's see.
Jessica said thank you, TMI and the designers, for this wonderful day.
Awesome.
You are so sweet.
I know this. I don't want this to end. I might just stay. I'm fixing. I might. All right. So for the bows, we're gonna keep them a little on the simple side. So this is a technique I learned from Tammy Hodges, and she was so vivid about it that I can't forget it. So it was a great explanation for it. So what Tammy does, again, not my method, is she considers this like a leg. Oh no, sorry. First you make a head, her head, then you break her neck. Again, there's a reason why I haven't forgotten this. So you break her neck, and then you kick her leg out, okay? And then you have her back leg is a little bit longer than the front. Because sometimes I'm like, how does everybody make those perfect loops? And I was thinking it was really complicated. And sometimes you just need somebody who just can explain something in a way that you understand. And I definitely understood breaking the neck and kicking the leg. So what I'm going to do too is I'm just going to finish the tails. So when I'm working with smaller ribbons, I mean, you can roll this, okay, if you wanted to. I like to usually just cut these at a diagonal angle, or cut them diagonal. And I like to try and do them opposite ways. So if this one is cut towards the inside, I'm going to make sure the other one is mirroring that so that they're not the same. Okay, so I'm going to put my first one over towards the center/side.
Wendy said morbid. They're laughing in the chat.
Morbid, but if it makes me like learn how to do bows.
Right.
I feel like bows are just like such a frustrating thing for so many of us, but like once it clicks, it clicks. It's just like even using, you know, if you use an easy bow maker, you just watch videos and you're like, how is everybody doing this? And then all of a sudden it just like, it clicks. So yes, here we go. We're gonna break her neck. And I'm making sure the loop is the same. I didn't measure it, but I want it to be the same. So the front leg is gonna be shorter than the back. And I'm gonna use chenille stems. I didn't bring floral wire with me, but these work just as well. Okay, and then I'm going to again just finish off the tails. So do you guys have any questions? Any questions about the materials? Questions about what it's like to be here at TMI Gifts in Golden, Mississippi? I had questions, but apparently I was lied to. There are alligators and cicadas. Didn't ask about that. Didn't know to. And so again, I'm just taking the chenille stems and I'm putting them behind, wrapping them like around like the spine, so they're nice and secure. Does anybody have a feeling that you're going to be the name picked for the $300 gift card? Because it's coming. Hello. What do you think, Lindsay?
Y'all's kids.
Oh,
Y'all's new kids.
Really?
Right.
Nice.
oh,
So
Cara.
they love me.
Thank you.
Okay, you said you didn't see where I was going. I didn't know how you were going, and this is gorgeous.
Well, I'll be watching yours.
Okay, but
Learning.
can I see both of them next to each other? After,
Yeah.
After.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I feel like they accent each other so well. Like it would be a great
Yeah.
piece
Lori-
to put together. You know?
Lori cracks up because she's like, you guys are both picking the same things. Like, but we're not together. We have no idea.
You watch Nicole on it. Oh, I wonder. Well, she's watching. She's watching this.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Wait to make this.
I love your ribbon like that.
Thank you. I was showing them a method that I learned. Lori, do you want me to teach you? It's violent.
It's violent.
Yes. So I learned this from Tammy Hodges at Wreath Makers Live. So you make a head,
Yes.
then you break her neck,
Yes.
and then you kick her front leg out, and then her back leg is longer. Okay, well, I'll make this one shorter. But yeah, the break the neck thing, I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna forget that.
She's great, ain't
She is great. And I was saying how it's like you just need that one teacher that like when they say something it clicks.
Yeah.
Just like when you do your bow, I
Yeah.
really struggle with using 4-inch ribbon, but Lori has a kind of like a signature bow, and the centerpiece is like one really large 4-inch
Kind of
loop.
like that.
And I'm like, I can do that.
Yeah. And that is a great bow to start with, that loop bow. You know, Tammy, she has collabed with us a couple of times
Has
early
she?
on. And she did, we had these huge roses, red roses.
Yeah.
And
Oh, she's saying like big like this.
Yes.
Mhm.
And she used those one time and she didn't realize that they were as large as they were, but she did phenomenal with that, didn't she, guys?
She did.
Yeah, there have been times when we've gone to order something and you're like, did you check like
The size?
I think I wanted an ornament. You're like, do you know how big that is? I'm like, no, I didn't read the details.
Everybody does
It
it.
just looked pretty.
Pat said funny. I heard her say that in a recent design.
Did you?
Do that technique.
And have you applied it, Pat? Because I mean, it really does just. It's a very straightforward but effective way of making these loops. And you know, these are great whether you're doing them for swags, especially. You know, you see a lot of these thinner loops that are just like perfectly structured, and that's how they're done. I think that's how I'm doing it. Anyways. But yeah, she is a very funny teacher. Alright. Yep, she and Jordan did a demo together, and they both did a great job. Both great teachers. So one of the kits, it's not one that I brought out, but it is, it's a bouquet that I worked with before, and they are burgundy peonies. I did a fall, let me see, I think I did a fall wreath with them, and they look kind of antique-y, like kind of dry. And it's a bush, so there's all different types of textures on it. There's berries. It's beautiful. That has very limited quantities past the kit, because I almost didn't pick it because there weren't like a ton. I do believe that more are coming in different colors. I don't know if they're gonna come back in the plum, but I was thinking plum would be so pretty for a wedding bouquet. And it's also, it would work for Halloween, and it works for every day. You just balance it off with some other colors to keep it kind of light and bright. Or you can stay dark and moody.
Teresa said Tammy Hodges also has a way of teaching you how to cut a dovetail. She says fold it like a taco and cut it towards the... Oh, I should have read that out loud.
Fold it
Fold it like a taco and cut it towards the sunshine.
Yes, that's what Lori always says.
How- what
Oh,
does
cut it
that mean?
upwards.
Oh,
So you
towards the
fold it- You
sunshine.
fold it in half and then you cut
Where's
it
your
towards the
head,
sun.
Tiffany?
Not where it needs to be. I was like, what are we
So
talking
she's got very colorful ways of describing
Well,
things.
that's
So yeah,
what-
and you remember. There you go.
Lori's always said that too. Cut it
I've
towards the
never
sun.
heard
There
that.
was, she did say that about something today. I can't remember.
Dovetail cut towards the sun.
Yeah, because Lori doesn't
That is
fold
so
like I do. She just cuts, which I think is very impressive.
If you fold it and then the inside has to be this way. And then cut towards the...
Up towards.
I do know
Alright.
how to dovetail. I don't know how to do it.
And then we're gonna use this ribbon, which I love this because it definitely ties in the whole color scheme. So we have some cream, but then we have silver and gold. So it all pairs very well with the metallics we've used, with our crystals, with our ornaments. So for this, I'm just gonna make just a really simple bow. Just gonna make a loop, twist. Actually, I wanna make the loop smaller. Twist. Alright, and you can just kind of check to see if you're not measuring, just hold them up to one another to make sure that they are close enough in length, if not exact. And how can people watch replays? Are they going to be on
They'll be on TMI's YouTube.
TMI's YouTube?
Yes, and they'll also be on the Facebook page for 30 days.
Okay, so yeah, you can watch. And are they being broken up? Or is it going to be one long marathon?
Probably one long one if I can upload it that way.
Okay. So yeah, so if you missed one of your favorite designers earlier, you can still catch them. Facebook for 30 days and YouTube indefinitely. Because they all had great tips and tricks on how they design and how they kind of formulate what they're creating. So I'm just gonna make both of these at the same time, make sure they're the same size.
They are loving that ribbon.
Yeah, this is really pretty. I wonder, does this come in a 2.5 inch?
I really think it does. Does it not?
I don't know if I posted the ribbon aisle, but it is incredible. Like, I have a lot of ribbon ready to go home. And it's nice being able to actually like feel everything and see all the different options again, like around sizes, if it's, you know, 1 inch, 2.5, 4 inch. They have designer items, so they have some D. Stevens. They have the D. Stevens banners, which are gorgeous.
Doesn't
They have
come
deluxe.
in a 2.5 inch, but it does come in like a red green.
And a red green. Okay, so yeah, we have different color options for this. And this ribbon isn't necessarily even like Christmas only. This could be used for a lot of different projects. So I'm just gonna be putting, let's see. I'm gonna put these in between the other loops we made. So it's gonna kind of look like one bow, but it's actually 3 different elements tied together, secured together. I'm gonna repeat on this side. So what do you guys think about this project? It comes together pretty easily, I think. Again, I like doing the zip ties and not damaging any of the pine. Also being able to repurpose this year after year. When you get a really good quality base, you know, it is an investment. So even if you wanna, you know, some projects you're gonna cover everything up, and so you don't wanna spend a lot of money on a base, and that totally makes sense. But when you have a piece that is going to be showing, you wanna have something that looks lifelike. Permanent botanicals have just come such a long way over the years, so you wanna take advantage and kind of do your research to find ones that look like the real thing.
Glitterbug said, just placed my second order.
Oh, I love it. I know, I saw in the last one with Lindsay, someone's like, my husband's back. I think her husband came back home or something. I was like, I can relate to that when you forget to like unpack your car kind of thing.
Angela, she said, I didn't realize how big TMI Gifts was until you did the walk about lives.
It is huge, and honestly, I recorded some. If I could have done it live, but there you lose cell service. It is huge, and things were. I mean, it's not even like I saw everything. There are people just constantly back there turning over product, and like things are running out, and they're putting in something new. It's incredible. I'm gonna have to get a mason jar for home.
Now, don't you just love it?
I do. Lori got me a proper glass, and I'm like, no, I can't go back. I can't undo what I've learned. So the last thing, this is not in the kit, so I just want to make that really clear. But if you wanted to put your own spin on it, because I am getting this guy, you guys know I love animals so much, but at Christmas time, reindeer are like one of my absolute favorites. So say instead of doing this center poinsettia, you could place something else. You know, it could be a reindeer, it could be anything, but you know, you could make this a totally different type of centerpiece. You know, or even moving the poinsettias around. So, because I love this guy. This is $14 before the discount. Honestly, I thought he was gonna be like 30. Okay, so he's hard plastic. He can go into a swag, and actually I think we challenged Lori, and I think she's gonna be putting him in a swag because I had pulled a bunch of materials. But yes, like he could absolutely kind of get like wedged into a large swag. They do have some Christopher David swags here. They're 32 inches, excellent quality. I know that they are running low. I believe they're gonna try and restock, but when I have several in my cart to take home because I just don't wanna risk it, them running out and then not being able to get something of the same caliber. So yes, again, you could personalize this any which way to, whether it's to bring in certain elements into it, maybe you wanna do flameless candles, things like that. This is just one of those pieces that you can just continually, you know, repurpose. All right, guys, so look a few things up here. Get our bow loops all perky. Tails going on either side so that no matter where you're sitting, you're getting the same view. Unless you're doing something, you know, maybe for an entryway table where you're only going to see 3 of the sides.
They love the deer.
I know, he's so cute.
I bought
I don't-
For my daughter's mantle, said Debbie.
I don't know if there's more out back, but I did count here, and there were 2 boxes with 3. I think there's like 8. I could be lying unless there's more, but I don't think there's more.
Cora, now I need him for my bedroom.
Seriously, $14 before the discount. He's beautiful. And then you could put a bow on him. Maybe he's got a girlfriend or a wife. Tiffany's like legit.
I'm gonna buy him right
She's
now.
making a run for it. Yeah, you could totally, maybe he's got a scarf on because he's dapper. I mean, you can do anything. Again, you know, you can tie in any type of aesthetic with it and dress them up, dress them down. You know, you can zip tie them in to keep them secure if you want to do it on a swag. That was my thought, was that I was going to take his back legs and I was going to zip tie him on so he'd be nice and secure. But yes, I think there's 8 of these. I could be wrong, but Tiffany looks stressed, so I don't think I'm wrong.
I'm looking for him. I'm like, oh no.
All right, guys, so here is our final design. We have our winter slash, it could also, again, be great for New Year's centerpiece. We're rocking the silver, the gold. We have some, let's see, kind of like platinum. Okay. What do you think? Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks, ladies, and thank you guys so much for watching. So Lori is going to be picking the winner very shortly. So if you have been quiet as a mouse, I strongly suggest you, again, I don't care if you say ham in the comments, I don't care what you say, as long as it's nice, but get your name in the comments right now so you can be entered to win the grand prize, which is a $300 gift certificate to TMI Gifts, which girl math means maybe you spend $300 more. It's up to
that.
It's up to you what you do with it, but $300 goes a very long way. So again, the sale ends tonight at midnight Central Time. If it's promo code CARA20, you save 25% on your order. If another designer inspired you, you know, again, to get that roll of ribbon or to get a kit, you want to do a separate transaction just to make sure that they get the credit for curating that or for showing you that product. And let's see, kits ship free. So this kit's only Lindsay, this kit's $93 after all the promo.
Can you believe that?
wow.
$93, and you could do anything with it. You could totally make a
A door hang, yeah.
door hanger.
Swag,
Somebody
table
asked
piece.
about a mailbox, and I bent it, and it's perfect.
Fireplace.
Yeah, like, I mean, really, you could do anything with it. So $93 for this, but that's just for today, and then tomorrow the promo code goes back to the 20%. So I would definitely be taking advantage of it. All right, so get your comments in there because Miss Lori will be here shortly to call a winner.
Would y'all like to show these y'all's pieces next to
Yeah.
each other?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
And Lori, we're gonna need you, ma'am. Cause we're about to tell this winner.
Is winner chicken dinner a southern thing?
No, I think it's like an Adam Sandler thing.
It's what?
Adam Sandler.
I'm gonna back up, y'all, so we're going for a ride.
All right.
Because I want y'all to be able to see
Let's get your
every
Vanna White
one.
on. Get your Vanna White on.
Oh, they can like go on a date together.
Oh my gosh.
We really do. Like, I mean, look
how similar we are.
These are the same. Like the
Uh-huh.
colors are the same.
Oh.
You-
I know.
I was so.
Y'all both use this.
We
Yeah.
did. That's